Welcome back to Vintage A to Z. In today's episode, G is for Gunny Sax. Gunny Sax was founded in 1967 in San Francisco by Eleanor Bailey and Carol Miller. Their designs were known for corset bodices, Juliet sleeves, calico prints, and long flowing skirts. Gunny Sax was offering cottagecore before the word cottagecore even existed, blending Renaissance revival with American prairie. Jessica McClintock invested in the company in 1969, taking over ownership and pushing the romantic styles into mainstream fashion. In 1974, mostly thanks to the TV show The Little House on the Prairie, the prairie dress boom really took off. Hillary Clinton wore a Victorian-style Gunny Sax dress for her wedding to Bill Clinton in 1975, and more recently, the character Camilla Dunn wore a vintage Gunny Sax dress for her wedding in the show Daisy Jones and the Six. But as the calendar flipped to the 80s, the cultural mood shifted more towards status, wealth, and power dressing. McClintock traded the rustic cotton prints for jewel-toned satins, taffetas, and lots of tulle. The most popular styles of the era consisted of structured, strapless bodices with drop waists and big statement bows. Those 1980s Gunny Sax dresses were really designed to make teenagers feel like royalty. The brand's advertisements dominated magazines like Seventeen, and Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sax became the undisputed brand for 1980s prom queens. In 1981, Jessica opened her first retail store, and in 1982, her son Scott joined the brand, offering two more lines, Scott McClintock Dresses and Scott McClintock Sport. After years of shiny metallic fabrics, the Gunny Sax label ran its course by the early 2000s and was retired as a standalone brand so that the company could consolidate. McClintock managed her fashion empire until retiring in 2013 at the age of 83. This was the same year that the brand closed all physical retail locations and stopped in-house manufacturing due to rising production costs and a lasting impact from the 2008 recession. Today, Gunny Sax is one of the most sought-after labels for vintage collectors. If you're a vintage hunter trying to date a piece that you found in the wild, all you have to do is look at the label. 1969 had the ultra-rare Gunny Sax of California black label. Late 1969 into the early 1970s had the Gunny Sax by Jessica black label. 1974 had a very short-lived but highly sought-after Hearts label. The mid to late 70s and the peak Prairie era had the iconic gold and cream scroll label, and the 1980s used smaller, sleek white labels, which marked the transition into the 80s and 90s prom market. My personal favorite era is the mid-1970s and the height of the cottagecore prairie style. Those dresses are some of my most prized possessions in my closet. What brand should we dive into for the letter H?